Darren playing top of the table, top of the form table, going 2 down in the first 50 minutes gives a real mountain to climb, doesn't it? It must have been very disappointing. Darren.
Of course. I mean, it's the second time someone said to me playing top of the table. Top of the table's got nothing to do with it. Whoever you're playing, it's got nothing to do with it. And we've been very good in these first games, defending our own box in particular. And today was the most disappointing of those days in that aspect of the game. And we executed that very poorly. So that is those types of moments and those types of performances in game. You know, they really remind you that you can never really turn the page. You've always got to stay on what your qualities are. I thought we did it better second half. I thought we did some good stuff second half in our own box, because the game became more stretched as we were, showed a lot of desperation to try and get a goal. And that was the biggest disappointment. That team should never have to have a 3-1 deficit at half time. It should never have that, because I think the qualities and the key attributes of the team are to never be in that position, and then it makes it very hard for the other attributes of the team or ingredients of the team to then carry the load, and we'd have had to score 4 today in order to win the game. So it just makes it very difficult. But the most important thing to take away is that we defended poorly. So we'll have to go back and revisit that our practice and make sure that doesn't happen next week.
And in the first half, in terms of the press and attacking, we had a lot of energy, didn't we? And we got behind them quite a bit. It really does come down to a poor day defending, wouldn't it?
No, I thought we was as poor in their box as we were in our box.
Right.
We missed lots of chances. You can't. I thought my biggest criticism to the team today is that in the first half time, my biggest criticism was I thought you're the best team in the middle third of the pitch. Who cares about the middle third of the pitch? There's no goal in the middle third of the pitch.
Yeah.
It's just grass. So, we want to try, when possible. It won't happen every week. We want to try to always dominate those penalty areas. And we spend a lot of time in there practicing. And I thought both were equally as poor. I mean, there were some good moments early on through our, as you said, energy and our press. But think about the goals we scored today. We've got a penalty from a silly moment from their player. I'm sure Luke will agree with that. And we've tackled the goalkeeper. So I don't think we've been very good in the offensive nature of the game.
No, fair enough.
Or aspects of the game. So, I think... but I do expect more from us in the defending box.
Again, it was a good crowd getting behind
Excellent.
the team.
Very good.
And it was great to see the ground pretty full. So that's and it lifted towards the end, but in the end, I felt Notts County were very professional in that last 5 minutes or so. They saw out the game very well.
Listen, winning is the hardest thing in the world, and they're doing it better than anyone at this moment in time. They should be credited for that. I thought they played very well. I thought that we had more bad than good against them. They're a good side, got good players. They are them, but I'm not really fussed about Notts County. I'm manager of Woking, and I want a higher performance level from my team, especially in and around our box, especially there.
Taking away the disappointment from today, if you take a look at the season as a whole and the table and stuff, are we where you would have thought we would be? Or?
We're way advanced. We're way further than that, way ahead of where I thought we'd be. I thought we'd creep, and I thought we'd be very methodical in our progression. For us to have what we have now is great, because no one can take them ever away from you. They're there. But that doesn't make it any easier to justify today.
No,
today,
no, of course not.
If that's my last game in football management, for whatever reason, that's a bad day to be a football manager. So, I'm very much, what we've done is great, and they've all been told well done and all pats on the back. Now we've got to do better. So it's all of that stuff to me is what it is. But anger is only really evoked in a manager when expectations not met, and I actually think that's the same as a supporter. So I actually think supporters and managers think very similarly, because we have an expectation from what we have seen, not what we're going to see, but what we have seen. And what we have seen is a very organised group of players and a very good group of men defend that box with their life, and for half the game we didn't, and because we didn't do that, scoring two goals at home against a good side should be enough to win the game. If we're talking about making progressive steps, so maybe this is a good shot to the collar in terms of where we are in performances, and I need to look at the patterns of those performances when they come. But I want to be better. It doesn't mean next Saturday we're going to be great or we're going to be rubbish. That's next Saturday, and I've never had a crystal ball. I want to make sure that we're better, so that when we play against good sides, we perform at a level that is conducive with that level of game.
Brilliant. Thanks for your time, Darren. And back here again, as you say, next Saturday, FA Cup, South End.
I must say, the supporters at the end were magnificent to the players. I thought they were brilliant.
Yeah.
Their reception of them, and if we can keep that balance between the players and the supporters for the entirety of the season, we'll be a nice club. We'll be a good club.
There's a good connection growing up.
Very good.
So thank you again. Thank you.